just going to say it. There we go. Okay, so they're really, you can tell as well that they're eager to get involved in this game really fast. We haven't really had much of a chance to go over these builds, so in chat, please go through. Just mention any builds that you want to go through, as most of the builds by now are very common and very much expected, other than probably the elementalists that we're going to go into when we can at the moment. So I'm just going to go through these splits as we come out. We do see Blee kind of coming into the midpoint. They might gather as well. Sorry, H-Man did go on the north side the last couple of games, but not the last one actually. He's staying there, and they're actually going to change up, and they're going to move there around the south side of the point, which actually worked for them last time. Whereas so OP actually just grouping up a little bit, but Cade and Master Splinter again going to exactly the same place, and no one's picked it up. Nah, they have actually. Anis has.
Yeah, it seems like they I think they do know where they are. It's just that getting there might be a problem, considering they don't have the thief to do that. They don't have someone who can just blink up there and just, scare the hell out of Master Splinter. For instance, if he was Shredder, he'd be really scared about that. But unfortunately, they don't have that class to do that. So they really have to use their skills, use their tactics, use what they did before in the last match to really put themselves at an advantage.
So at the moment, we do see there's a little bit more focus coming up to those guys, but like you said, that is a very good point. It is tough for them to get up. As you can see, Master Splinter, there will be a lot of tunneling going on, and Master Splinter is able to actually put a lot of AoE down there, and Cade is able to just get down there as well, and it's a very narrow passage for them to get through to actually reach them. So they do. And
Astartes goes down, getting stomped by Wakey Face. He gets stomped out. Not enough stability to keep him alive, not enough people to res him in the end of the day, so he goes down. Morpheus taking a ton of damage, going down himself, getting stomped out. It seems like Scrubber Dub Dub is scrubbing the mid up.
So we saw the elixir gun coming just as on the side of babies at the moment. There is, of course, that condition removal on the third ability on the elixir gun as well, which he just pulled out. So there is that considerable amount of condition removal, but at the moment it seems to be a lot more direct damage which is coming down onto the face of Blue, and Kaomi just going down there as well. So Red, they look at Blue, they're making a bit of a mistake here. They're just allowing them to get free caps on the point. Oh no, Red only need another 6 ticks or so to actually get the point. So that's going to be a bit of a downer for Blue. They need to make sure they're getting on this point, but that means they're going to have to give away potentially some kills, because Red haven't gone down in this game yet. We've only had 3 kills, and they're all coming out for So OP at the moment. And it's not... Blue need to think about what they're going to do here.
They seriously do. I mean, what happened there was they didn't have enough people to survive and stay on point. Chubbs had to kite between mid and off point just to keep himself alive. If he didn't do that, he'd probably get overwhelmed and he would probably die. So I think it was a good tactic from his part just to balance that out. Unfortunately, his team is currently getting destroyed in mid. If they don't group up and if they don't come back strong, they're going to end up losing this.
It is looking, unfortunately, at that H-Man just going down there on the middle of the point. Down with Nessiter just going for that down there on his body. I'm not sure there's many people in Blue. And on the point, the only person who is Kaomi, who's dead. And there's no one able to get onto the point. So Blue are going to have to actually pull back, and they're actually going to have to defend their lord already, because Red have capped the mid around the same time that Blue did before, but Red are going to have a little bit of a regroup in this area, and the Elementalist and Cade, are going to regroup, and they've spotted Chubbs. Chubbs was going to come around the back and potentially get some AoE damage down on there before the guys came in, but they really scouted him out as he was doing it. So the reason I do feel that Apex have been coming onto this side of the point is that they do know that Cade and Splinter are on that south side of the point, but they're not actually finishing them off or pushing them down off there.
No, they definitely are not. And since Cade was taking out the door, they could just use that opportunity to actually come forward and just push in, because the damage, the stealthy damage anyway, wasn't there. We can actually see Cade and Splinter heading through the back to go and take out the Lord. But in mid, they're fighting a 4v6. It's possible that they might be able to wipe them, but if they don't go back and protect their Lord, the Lord's going to die in a few seconds.
Yeah, it's risky. What are they going to do here? Look, Cade and Master Splinter, and they're stealthing up now. They're going to move on to the point. This is going to be potentially... The stealth is still out as well. Cade is still... They're still stealth. They're going to be able to get a lot of damage down on the boss. He's down to 95% health. 70% health. 60% health, 50 almost % health. He's getting so many conditions down. 30, 40% health, 30, 20, 10, 0 down. And so OP.
There goes.
Taking the Lord.
Taking the Lord down.
Taking...
That was really good on their part. They were like, not risking this. We're going to take down the Lord. I think Apex was too distracted. They should have asked themselves, where is Cade? Where is Splinter? Where's that AoE damage that we're always so used to seeing? Why aren't they here? They should have asked themselves that question, and they would have gotten the answer by simply just turning around.
A really big mistake there from Apex. A really big mistake. But the focus was there in the last game, but they lost it, thinking maybe that they've got that morale and they've got that push from that game to just push them forward. But unfortunately,